Hello everybody, it's Pineapple here, and so today we're looking at a post-DUNE Labrynth. That's because Labrynth is getting some indirect support in the form of the new Unchained cards, which enable them to do a whole bunch of really funky things with their extra deck, and make more plays, extend more, be more obnoxious and increase their overall end board. So with that, let's hop into the card by card. First up, of course, we're playing 2 copies of Lady. You know that already. We're playing 1 copy of Lovely because she uses Brick, a copy of Danger Bigfoot just as a really solid pitch off our furniture, because it can turn into a pop on our opponent's turn, just a really strong going second option. A copy of the brand new Unchained Soul Savara. It reads as follows: during the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target a fiend monster you control or a set card you control, destroy it. And if you do, special summon this card, and if you do, you can't special summon monsters while this card is face up in the monster zone except fiends. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can set an Unchained spell trap directly from your deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. Just a really solid card. It searches escape. It lets us go into all sorts of heinous things and extend even further. Additionally, it is our search target for the brand new Unchained Link 2, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're on 3 copies of Ariana, just as a really strong normal, 3 copies of Sophie and Chandra, just for our furniture, a copy of Kuklok, of course, we want to be searching this bad boy, 2 copies of Ash, just as a generic hand trap. I'm not really sold on Ash right now, but, I don't know what the post-Dune world is really going to look like exactly, and so, having Ash at the start of the format is always solid. 2 copies of Ulti Slayer, as you all know, I love this card, I love what it does for Lab specifically, and its ability to rip apart boards. 3 copies of Prosperity, so that we can make sure that our Ulti Slayer targets are always available. A copy of Called by the Grave to beat Ash Blossom. A copy of the Field Spell, 2 copies of Welcome, 3 copies of Imperm, and IDP. Just, I've seen a lot of decks that are really graveyard focused, so I feel like IDP is pretty solid right now. Personally, that's my opinion. Destructive Daruma Cannon, just like the best generic normal trap. Super strong. A copy of Escape as a target for Savara. 1 copy of Epidemic Eradicator Virus. It's EEV, you know why it's here. A copy of Terrace the Overroot to really help beating Kashtira. A copy of Dogmatica Punishment, just as a really strong generic removal trap, although I am considering trimming this due to the result that, we really want to be going into our extra deck with Chaos Angel and the Unchained cards. 3 copies of Big Oakum and 2 copies of Strike to beat Ash Blossom, and then in the extra we have a copy of Garura, a copy of the Elder Entity Entis, a copy of Chaos Angel, a Malong, Mirror Logic, a Bucephalus, an Underworld Goddess, an Evil Trouble Sunny, a copy of Unchained Abomination, access code to go into Off Anguish, a copy of Anguish to link away our opponent's monsters, a copy of Nightmare Unicorn, a copy of the brand new Unchained Soul King Yama. If it's special summon, you get to add an Unchained monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and if a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it, special summon a fiend monster from your hand or graveyard, and then you can destroy a card you control. Just a really fantastic card. It can reborn stuff like Abomination. It can reborn any of your other, lab cards. Just a really solid card. I'm honestly considering bumping it to 2. Just fantastic. A copy of Rage to link away our opponent's monsters on their turn, and of course a copy of Muckraker. It's Muckraker. In the side, we have 2 copies of Lava Golem, an Evil Twins, Kill and Lilla as a target for Trouble Sunny, Bestial Package of Magnemite and Druis, the 3rd Ulti Slayer, a Duster, 2 copies of Cosmic, a Deck Dev, a D-Barrier, and 3 copies of Anti-Spell. So with that, let's hop into some games. So, first up, we are playing against Branded. Now, usually when Lab plays Branded, it's D-Barrier bust, but since D-Barrier is in our side, we're going to have to rely on these strikes to do a whole lot of work. Our opponents opened very poorly, which is good for us, and we will take Lady off the top of this Prosperity. We'll set 2, end phase will go for Stoke, Chandra, and of course this copy of Lady will get big, and then we will pass back to our opponent. They'll draw Lubellion for turn, and in draw phase they will attempt to go for this copy of Opening. They'll get a Luber, and we will just bank on the fact that they don't have a copy of Branded people, so we will strike the Luber. They'll go for Deployment here, they'll go for Albaz, and they cannot predict the second Solemn Strike. We really got to pray they don't have Branded Fusion. Unfortunately for us, they will concede. So, next up we are playing everyone's favorite deck, Numeron. This is here just to showcase how strong the Abomination is. Unchained Abomination is a crazy card. We'll start by setting a copy of Welcome, activating our field spell, and then setting 2 and passing back to our opponent and playing they don't have Lightning Storm. They'll draw a copy of Nibiru, which we are actually vulnerable to here. They'll go for Network, and we will pop it at point of resolution with this copy of Welcome. From here, we will attempt Ariana, and we will be met with Imperm, and that's fine by me. We were just going to get Lady. They'll go for Wall here, but Numeron Network is a hard once per turn, so end phase we will go for Big Welcome. We'll get out Lovely, and we will start to rip cards out of their hand. From here, we'll trigger a whole bunch of Furniture and Welcomes and Lovely, and proceed to rip a card out of their opponent's hand. It's 1 Day of Peace. I don't know why you would play that in Numeron, but that's just me. We'll draw a Chandra for turn. We'll get another Big Welcome. We'll no more on Ariana here. Go get Lady here, and we're going to try to put Lethal on board. From here, we will go for Welcome. We will go for, Lady here. We will set a copy of Punishment. We'll summon out this copy of of Stovey, we'll go for the new Link 2, go for Savara, we'll pop our set, and then proceed to get and be met with Nibiru. We'll put this lovely back in hand just to, kind of play around stuff. I'm not sure why I did it. I think it was for discard fodder, if I remember correctly. We'll trigger all of our stuff to get back a whole bunch of monsters here, which is the real reason. From here, we're going to go get a copy of Escape. We will pitch to set another Big Welcome. We'll go for Imperm to trigger our field spell, and from here we are off to the races. We'll bring back our Link 2, we'll make a copy of Anguish, Anguish will link away their Nibiru, and from here we will make a copy of Unchained Abomination. We'll get in for 3,000, pass back to our opponent with 4 set cards, and they will draw for turn, and it is a copy of Dark Ruler no more, and they will concede. So, for our third match, we are up against the old zombie pile. Everyone loves the zombie pile. We'll set 3 and pass back to our opponent, keeping this Danger Bigfoot in the hand to discard for Chandra. They'll start with Zombie Work, which is bad for us, because if they have a Wit Line to Prosperity, Super Poly, we are a little boned here. They'll go for Allure, pitch Al Ghul, go for Chang-Chi, and bring back this Al Ghul. From here, they will go Chang-Chi to, Bin of Glow Bloom, and we will strike this because I don't want to get them to get to Doom King Bael'Trog. From here, the Limo Summoner Shiranui. We will pop it with Bigfoot, setting a copy of Big Welcome in the process. From here, they'll make a Vendread Slayer, and we will elect to not put a monster on board so that they cannot dump. They'll go for Thrust here, they'll get Time Tearing Morganite, and that's a little scary, so we'll go for Welcome in the end phase here. We'll get out an Ariana, go ahead and search a copy of Lady, and from here we'll just get out Lady and hope they don't have Super Poly on their turn. We'll draw its Savara here. We will go for a copy of Big Welcome. We'll set Nice Dragon since it's online for anything. We'll put the Sariana back in hand and remove this copy of Vendread Slayer so that they cannot, send for cost in the damage step. But first we're going to, of course, be clearing out this copy of Time Tearing Morganite before we banish it, because I just remembered Al Ghul Mazera is in the grave, so we will special out this copy of the Unchained Boy and get in for well over lethal. So, for our last replay, I thought I'd remind you all that Eradicator is a dumb, stupid card, and we will begin with Prosperity off the top. We'll find, not a whole lot here. We will elect to take this copy of Big Welcome, which you never really want to see. From here, we will pitch, we'll go get a regular Welcome, and then proceed to end phase activate Lady after setting 2 back row. From here, we're just going to, see that it's a Crystal Beast player, and end the game immediately, because they are the only deck that probably plays more spells than Kashtira. By getting ourselves Eradicator, we'll go get Clock, put it back in our hand, and trigger Chandra, and then activate Clock. On a resolution, we will flip up Eradicator, we will declare Spell, and proceed to remove 4 cards from the board, and they will concede. A reminder that this card should be banned, and is a very unfun card. Alright. So, looking back with the deck, I'm not sure what the best version is yet. We'll have to, do more testing, but I do think that the Unchained cards, while being semi-sort of Garnets, are exceptionally powerful, and the Unchained Link monsters are incredibly, incredibly good. Yama is an incredible tool for recursion. He's a fantastic bin off of, Ulti Slayer or Punishment, and subsequently enables you to, have so much more grind, especially when your opponent wants to be popping all your stuff. It just means that, Escape is really a Garnet, because sometimes, it's not going to be online since it requires an Unchained. That said, I do think that this is a super strong package. I hope you guys did enjoy this little, brief tutorial, whatever you want to call it, for the Unchained version of this deck. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.